In Ukraine, meanwhile, the president might need protection too. Volodymyr Zelensky has made a big claim. He's the president of Ukraine. He says that in less than 36 hours from now, the Russians could attempt a coup, and Ukraine's richest man could be backing the plot to overthrow him. Is the threat of a coup in Ukraine real? What is the United States doing to protect its ally Zelensky? Our next report has the details.
The situation is tense on the Ukraine border. A massive Russian troop buildup is challenging Kyiv. But that's not the only threat right now. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has dropped another bombshell.
We received information that a coup will take place in our country. Interesting information, isn't it? I think it's important information. On 1st and 2nd December.
The allegations are sensational. Zelensky says that on the 1st or 2nd December, a coup will be attempted in Kyiv. It will be backed by Russia, and it involves Rinat Akhmetov, the richest man in Ukraine. Zelensky made the charge 3 days ago. He claimed Ukrainian intelligence had uncovered the plot. They have some audio intercepts. It is of a conversation between a group of Ukrainians and Russians. Zelensky says this group is plotting to take him down, and they are ready to spend $1 billion to destabilize Ukraine.
But I can add, we not only have agential information, but we even have audio recordings on which representatives of Ukraine discussing with representatives of Russia participation of Rinat Akhmetov in a coup in Ukraine, and that $1 billion will be solicited. I think that they have tried to set up businessman Rinat Akhmetov. I think that this is an operation and they tried to drag him into the war against Ukraine. I think he has started this war. And I think that unfortunately it will be his great mistake, because one cannot be at war against his own people, against the president elected by the Ukrainian people.
So, who is Rinat Akhmetov? He was one of Ukraine's top oligarchs with a net worth of more than $7 billion. Akhmetov has his fingers in many pies: mining, steel, telecom, energy, finance, even real estate. But Akhmetov is not just a businessman. He is also an oligarch with influence. Akhmetov owns a media empire. It includes the 4th most popular TV channel of Ukraine, as well as nearly 13% of the local television market. These media outlets are no fans of Zelensky. In the 2019 election, Akhmetov's TV channel had backed an opponent of Zelensky. Now they have increased their criticism of the Ukrainian president. Akhmetov denies that he is involved in plotting a coup. But his media networks are certainly weakening Zelensky. In recent days, Kyiv has tried to take control of the narrative. The Ukrainian government is still struggling. It depends heavily on the United States to defend itself against Russia. Earlier this month, the Biden administration tried to press Moscow. As he tries to decipher the designs behind Putin's escalation, US President Joe Biden is facing calls to open a dialogue with Russia again.
Have you talked to Zelensky or Putin? Are you going to?
In all probability.
Biden has tried that before. Back in June, he sat down with Putin for a one-on-one meeting. The summit didn't yield much. A few months later, 92,000 Russian troops have amassed at Ukraine's borders. A new migrant crisis has erupted in Poland. And Europe is accusing Russia of starting an energy crisis by cutting back on gas supplies. Now, the threat of a coup in Ukraine is only exposing the limits of Biden's diplomatic initiatives. Bureau Report, World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.